Hi, I'm Taylor Merritt, Sugar Creek Ag. We're here today with Phillip McClellan, Salem, Indiana, who's been using our products a bit, and he's going to tell you a little bit about what he's found or what he's seen with them.
I'm glad y'all come up and taking a look at the product that I've been using, which is the humic, the calcium, and the forage factor. What I've seen with using conventional, we've always done our soil samples. Our pH was great, but our grass wasn't growing. So that's when I got with you guys, Sonny and everybody, and asked what do I need to do to make the grass grow. He said, you need humic. So I put that on with the calcium. I mixed it because I asked if that would work.
Right.
In the fall, and our grass was outgrowing the winter wheat.
Wow.
So I was impressed with how the calcium and the humic brought the pH, everything, kept the weeds down as the grass was growing a lot more.
And so that's all you had in that application was just the calzone and the earthquake?
Yes, and that was in the fall. So this spring, I got with Sonny and I done just the humic. I cut the first cutting, which like I said, I didn't put any forage factor on at all last fall.
Right.
So I was wanting to start off fresh this year, and the grass is already growing. It's already probably, after 2 weeks of cutting, it's probably already 6 to 8 inches tall.
So you put the forage factor on after the first cutting?
Yes.
And then you notice a quick 6 inches of growth, and
Yes.
It's growing well so far?
Yes. We just first got the first rain within 3 weeks just the other day, and it's still looking good. Dark green. I'm impressed with the way what's coming forth as far as the grass growth in such a short period.
Are you using any granular fertilizer at all?
No.
Just completely liquid program?
Complete liquid. I priced the conventional. I can still put on 3 applications of the liquid fertilizer for about half the price of conventional. I did double up on the 888 forage factor.
You mean a gallon to the acre?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why I done that is because, you know, everybody does 19, that kind of thing is
right.
conventional. And I thought, you know, I went on and paid a little bit more, but if I'm already got 8 inches of growth within 2 to 3 weeks in dry weather, I can't wait to see what it's actually going to do as far as production.
Right. If
On
you're
the
getting
next
some
cutting.
rain and some better weather, you're right,
Right.
exactly.
Even lime with the liquid calcium that I put on it on a little heavier than what you guys recommended, but no weeds. My first cutting was as clean as a yard. I really liked the results on doing the liquid calcium, but Sonny was filling me in that there's some weeds that doesn't flourish with calcium.
Right, and if you have balanced soils like the humic works in that as well, but the calcium really is hard on the sedge grasses and broom sage, that sort of thing, because they're typically indicating a out of balance soil or pH issue, and the calcium really helps. That liquid calcium is the calzone product it's a fortified calcium. It's got a lot of other stuff in it as well, but it's got more in one application of that. It's got more effective lime or more effective calcium than 1,000 pounds of ag lime.
Right.
So it really works well. And if you got imbalanced soil, the weeds have a problem competing with your grasses and the other things you have there anyway.
Right. Because we put on fertilizer last year, conventional.
Right.
But our grass still was not seeming like it was growing the way it should.
Right.
That's when I got a hold of you guys and said, you know, our pH is good. And they said, well, those soil samples can come back. pH is good, but it's the other things that.
Right. All the nutrients have to be in balance. They have to be, you know, you're limited by what you're lowest in. And a lot of times the soil samples people take don't measure the full spectrum. And so that's one thing that the humic does. It helps balance and make those nutrients available, and then you put the calcium on, then the forage factor has micronutrients in it as well. So you know it's more of a balanced program to improve your soil and it'll improve nutrient uptake.
I've got a friend of mine, he does alfalfa. He's on the 888 humic. He just does that program. It's another guy that I got, we was talking about fertilizer, and he was telling me how much 19 cost him last fall.
Yeah.
And I said, have you quoted prices this year? He goes, yeah, it's going to cost me about $5,000. And I said, would you be interested in trying a product? I do liquid fertilizer. And he goes, yeah. Well, he said, so I got him in touch with you guys at Sugar Creek, and he was sold on the program.
Yeah, let's ride. If we can, we'll just head on down to that field where that fellow was. He put it on there, and we'll take a look at his field and see how it looks.
He mowed, and he said he scalped the ground because he wanted to get rid of weeds, and he wanted the fertilizer to take off and that kind of thing. And this has been 2 weeks ago that we sprayed, and he's already got 6 inches of growth as well.
Wow.
And that was on scalped ground. I mean, his fields are dark green, beautiful, and clean.